What's up YouTube? Welcome back with Abdo. So guys, I have here like my friend Kolbassia, and he's one of the best photographer I have ever met. So he can give you like some tips how you can take like a perfect like photo and other stuff. So Mr. Kolbassia.
Yeah, hey everyone. I think before we get starting here, like this video and also subscribe to Abdo. Yeah. All right. So I think I have I have few tips that really I want to share, and for that I want to use the proper example, and with that example, so we can go through different tips.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think we all have social media account.
Yeah, all of us, right?
All of us, yeah. And you as well at home, you have a social media account, yeah. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use my camera, and then I'm gonna see. We are not in the studio. We're just in an apartment.
Yeah.
And how could we take a really great portrait that you can use as a profile on your social media, right? And through that, I'm going to share with you tips, things that you need to consider, and things that will make taking picture easy, and also taking a pleasant, picture throughout that video. So I'm going to be sharing with you that, and hopefully at the end you learn one or two things. Yeah, next time, you want to take a portrait of your uncle, or of your grandpa, of your grandma.
You can just take it, right?
Yeah, you can just take
yeah,
it.
exactly.
All right.
Yeah,
so
that would be amazing.
Okay, thank you.
So, and before that, like, which camera like are you using?
And so, what camera I use? Also, let me put a disclaimer. Yeah, I think it's easy to get lost in cameras. What camera is in, and so and so. For a photographer, camera is important, but the thing that is really more important is the lens.
Yeah.
Yeah. The combination of lens, good lens with camera, that will allow you to take the best picture that you can take, right? In terms of the image quality and so on and so and so. And there's few things in cameras as well that are really important. And I mainly use a Canon camera. Yeah, in Canon camera, there's so many different cameras, but the camera that I'm gonna be using today in your video is called the Canon EOS R5C, and is a hybrid camera.
Okay.
Very good for somebody that want to take great picture, and also somebody that want to take also great quality videos as well. So in this one, you can get the both of two part. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's really amazing.
Yeah, it's really good camera.
And, and also then on top, because this camera has 45 megapixels.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So it means that to understand the megapixel, yeah. For example, if you're just taking photos for just social media, big megapixel does not make too much difference, right? Even with, we have phones, and with the phone we can take photos as well. The megapixel on the phone, they are not too big. It's only now the iPhone 14 has like 45 megapixel. It's almost equivalent to this one in terms of the megapixel. With the iPhone 14 Pro Max and stuff. But if you wanna just use, the iPhone 13, for example, has only 12 megapixel. Yeah, when you take a picture you use for the social media, it's fine.
It's fine, right?
Yeah, but when I take a picture that, for example, you take a picture and want to blow that, print it and put it in your house, or put it like a big, advert out there. So then the bigger megapixel is much better, but then you get the quality.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
But we can use also iPhone 14, right?
Yeah, you can use iPhone 14. You can get great thing as well. So for that, so I'm gonna use this Canon EOS R5 and take a picture. And also, what I usually do when I want to take a portrait, I use, because there's two type of lenses.
Yeah.
There is like a zoom lens. For example, there's a zoom lens, so you can see. I don't know if the camera can capture it. So you go out and in, right? So that's a zoom lens. And
zoom lens, okay.
Yeah.
And what about the other one?
So this one 28 to 70.
To 70, right?
Yeah. So you got 28 millimeter, that little bit wider, 70 millimeter that little bit like a really zoom and tight. But yeah, me when I take portrait, I use prime lens. Prime lens is one fixed lens. Yeah, I have one here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's that's a prime lens that I have here, and that's 50mm lens here.
Okay. And which one like is better like for pictures, like for good picture?
I think so let's say you want to take picture. I think prime lens really do really well. Yeah, because they're faster.
It's faster, right?
Because this one is I think it's 1.2. Let me see. It's 1.2. Can you read it? Yeah, this one 1.2. It's a really fast lens compared to this one. This one is 2. There's a 2. The 28 to 70 is 2. This 1.2.
So this one is better, right?
Yeah, this one is better in sense of light. It allow more light in your camera, because you know that the camera needs more light. Yeah. So I'm gonna use this lens, the 50. We call it 50 nifty.
50. Okay.
It's honestly one of the best camera, and one of the best lens when it's taking portrait. And for the as I said, the prime lens. So you have a different focal length for prime lens, right? So you have the 50. You can have 35. Also is good. You can have 85. It's good. You can have 120, 35.
It's good
as well. Good. And so it depends on how you want it that. But I'm gonna use the 51.
Okay.
All right. So that's in terms of I'm gonna use the Canon EOS R5C, and I'm gonna use the 50 lens into it.
So now you have your camera ready and your license. So what else do you do, or you just like take a picture, or you just like go right away?
Again, that's a good question. No, I think before I point and shoot, I set my camera. Yeah. And I love everything manual. When I take picture, I set everything for me, everything manual. Why I use manual? Because manual, I know how I'm gonna control every aspect of the camera.
Okay.
Yeah. So then, if I want to take a picture, so then there is 3 things that I will gonna be considering in what is called like exposure, exposure composition. Right?
And before you take a picture, right?
Yeah, before I take a picture, I think that is really important for me to make the exposure really nice. One is ISO.
ISO. Okay.
Yeah. One is aperture, and the other one is shutter speed.
Okay.
So the combination of those 3, which I use, to give me the image that I need. If not, my image will be too dark or my image will be too light. I need to set it so that I get
so you need to make like balance between them, right?
Yes, yeah, you have to balance between those 3. That's what they call like triangle exposition. So yeah, so aperture, shutter speed, and ISO, those 3 combinations that I need to set. When I set them, I know exactly what. Yeah. Okay. I think I think this one will require a little bit longer video. I think I'm gonna make a video on one of those days. I'm gonna make a video on my channel and explain how to use those triangle exposition. Okay. Right. So yeah. So then when I have my, I'm not gonna use the video, so I'm gonna remove the microphone so that we can have the camera like this for the picture. So after that, after I got my thing, so I'm gonna put on a picture.
Okay.
Yeah. So now my camera is ready to take picture.
Okay.
Yeah, ready to take picture. And let me show you. So what I'm gonna show you what I mean by exposure composition, so that you can, so people can see what exactly I mean by that.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, just give me a second. All right. Okay. So here the 3 things that I'm talking about, I think you can see in the screen.
Okay.
Now I'm recording the screen of the camera. So you see like what it say 1 on 125. and also 2.8, and also you see ISO here. Yeah.
This one is the ISO, right?
So yeah, you know the ISO you say here ISO 1600, yeah, and then 125. Yeah, that's the shutter speed, and here you have f2.8. That's the aperture. So those two combinations.
Okay.
So when you said everything correct, you see here line. Yeah, you see what it said minus 3, 2, 1, and the thing in the middle 1, 2, 3. So if you have the composition correctly, you know this thing in the arrow in this one has to be right in the middle.
In the middle, right?
Yeah. When you get everything correct, so it has to be right in the middle.
So if it went like to -1 or like to 1,
so yeah,
it means there's something wrong, right?
Yeah, if you go to -1, it means that there's less light. If you go to +1, it means that there's more light.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, sometimes you need to get it to maybe +1. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So then you have a little bit of room to play with.
Okay, that's right.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's a great thing. So now you know the camera is set on manual, and also you can see M right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it means that everything
manual.
is in manual.
Okay.
So if I go into the menu, so that's the menu. So if I go in here, I mean usually white balance. Yeah, I don't. Most of the time, I think for this type of shoot, I just keep white balance as auto white balance. I can leave it this way. Color space, that's fine. Color picture, usually I choose neutral. Yeah, you have a different. If you want to choose, you can choose different one. But usually I just
have like different option, right?
Yeah, you have different style that you can choose from, right? But usually I just choose neutral.
Okay.
Yeah. But other people can choose other things, but I prefer.
Which one like is the best one like between them?
I think for me, I think if you want to just use and then straight away you go just post it, I think you can use standard or even neutral is fine. Faithful is fine, right? If you want a black and white, you use monochrome.
Okay.
Yeah. So then you see this monochrome, just black and white.
Just black and white, right?
Yeah, black and white. Yeah. And then if you want, you can even create your own style. So you want to say use a def 1, def 2, def 3, and so on and so on. That's your own that you create, so you can.
Oh, so I can mix like
yeah.
as I like, right?
Yeah, you can mix other, and then you change, you know, those things that, for example, 4 to 3, those you can change them so you can create your own style.
Okay.
Yeah, but usually I just stick with. For me, I just put on neutral.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
That's amazing.
So, and then yes. And this I think fine. So image quality. So for example, with those type of camera, I mean most of the camera, you have two type of image quality. You have RAW, and also you have different one. So for example, you got RAW or you got JPEG. All right. RAW.
What is RAW? What is JPEG?
I mean RAW is RAW. When you take RAW, it's like it conserves much of the quality of the image, and after you edit it, right?
Okay.
You can edit on Photoshop or Lightroom, different apps that you can. So then you can really change the setting, you can change the image, you can play with, you can add color, remove color, and so on, so on, so.
Okay.
Yeah. I think RAW is the best one. It gives you more of the dynamic range.
Okay.
Dynamic range. That if it's too dark, you can increase light. If it's too light, you can bring the light down.
Okay.
Yeah. But JPEG one is everything's already set already.
Oh.
Yeah. And
so you
sometimes
have like no option. You just like go and take picture, right?
Yeah. You take picture and you can use it straight away. JPEG. You wanna use it. You wanna take a picture, use it straight away. You take JPEG. You wanna take a picture and later you wanna edit it. So better that you choose like the RAW one.
Oh, okay.
Right. So yeah, I think that's. Every time I take RAW and also JPEG at the same time. So when I take a picture, I have the RAW one, I have a JPEG. So if I want to use it, because for example, when we take a picture, when we go out, and most of the time take a picture after that, I send it to you straight away.
Yeah.
It means that I send it to you the JPEG, not the RAW one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I get it now.
Yeah.
I get it now.
Yeah. So that's. Yeah, that's how.
So if you like send it like with the raw, that means like you edit something, right?
Yeah. When it raw is later, I'm gonna edit and use a Photoshop and all this something to play with that.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the quality. Yeah. And then so I think those also. And then okay, then the next thing. So autofocus, right? So nowadays, the cameras are really good in terms of autofocus.
Yeah.
Right? Yes. So you can put on autofocus, and Canon, Sony, and most of the modern camera, their autofocus is just great. And now they give you many options. Right? You can have, let me see. So you can have like a AF mode, yeah. You can have like a face, like you track somebody's face and eye, and so on and so on. So I think when
it like just focus on the face, right?
Yeah, focus on face. When you find the face of a person, we take the face of the person.
Okay.
And then sometimes, and for some of them has also eye detect. It means that you capture the eye. When you see the eye of the person, focus on the eye of the person. Because when you take a picture, try always to focus on people's eyes. Yeah, the people one. That's why when you get that, it's great. Always when you take a portrait, try to focus on the eye.
On the eye, right?
Yeah, on the eyes all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So then you have. So then for example, the Canon EOS R5 gives you even more option in terms of the autofocus. It gives you subject detect, like you can, if you want to take people, so the people. And now even you can take animal, you can choose like the subject that you're taking is an animal. If you have a cat, you have a dog, and those kind of things, so then you can capture. And also if you want to take a picture of vehicle and so on, or you don't choose any of them. Yeah.
Like so, if I have like people and animals like at the same time, if I just wanna like take picture just for the people, that means I just have to put like for the people, right?
People, yeah.
And the animals, they won't be in the picture, right?
No, the focus will be more. They're gonna be on the picture, but the focus, your autofocus is gonna focus on. You're just gonna look for people and focus on people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But sometimes when you point on the animal, we take the animal as well, focus on the animal too. Yeah.
Okay.
But mainly, it's gonna look for people first.
Okay. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. All right. I think that's. Yeah, I think that's most of the thing. Okay. So now we're gonna try to take a portrait.
Yeah. Let's go.
And we have Medin here. He's gonna be our model.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. We're gonna be our model. But I think it's a nice space here. So I'm gonna try to, manage it and then get us to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
So guys, please go to Kolbassia's channel and you can see the other video there, and also he has like many videos like about the camera, and if you want to know like more about the camera, so you can just go and visit him and give him like subscribe and likes and some love. So thank you, Mr. Kolbassia.
No, thank you. I mean, thank you for having me on your channel.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. And thank you guys for watching, and see you with Abdo.
Abdo.